A pleasant day to everyone. My respect to our school's division superintendent, Sir Delberto L. Opinaria, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Ma'am Rosemary T. Masisar, to our SGOD chief, Ma'am Maria Carmila Ablin, to our senior education program specialist in research, Sir Bridget Abalorio. Good day, Division of Lanao del Norte. I am Joel G. Alguso of Tubod Central Elementary School, together with my co-teachers, namely Ma'am Anabelle Hinggo, Ma'am Gihart Vicoy, and Ma'am Carolina P. Mejares. We will be discussing about the actual research entitled Picture Walk Strategy, a tool for reading comprehension. I will give you Ma'am Anabelle Hinggo for further discussion.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here is the introduction. The quest for a high range of reading comprehension level among pupils is vital in developing lifelong learners in the Department of Education. Since there is an evident problem commonly arise among grade 3 pupils of Tubod Central Elementary School based on the Philippine Informal Reading Inventory, FEL-ERI consolidated results conducted last July 2019. 116 out of 144 grade 3 pupils belong to frustration level. Thus, there is a need to apply a teaching reading strategy to help alleviate the pupils' poor reading comprehension. In order to improve reading comprehension and making words memorable by the pupils, it is relevant to include text with pictures because it improves pupils' vocabulary, able to give connection of the words and understand what they are reading. According to Rosalio et al. Of 2018, this intervention, which is picture walk strategy, increased interest of the pupils because pupils are motivated and involved in reading text with pictures and events and objects as described in the text. Also, gives clear explanation and meaning of the difficult parts of the text and learn vocabularies and understand new information. Since vocabulary knowledge is the biggest part in learning the language, pupils will be exposed to appropriate strategy so they will become competitive in all learning areas, thus making them actively engaged in varied activities and enhancing their capacity to answer HATS questions, leading to the development of reading comprehension from Magsaudi and Gulshan M. of 2017. If picture walk strategy will be utilized in teaching reading for pupils, they may develop their clear understanding effectively. So, with this intervention, picture walk strategy, gather information in a meaningful strategy, make predictions, establish connections, activate prior knowledge, resulting to an inquisitive readers who are engaged and understand the text. That is from NES of M 2017. With this, we conducted the study on picture walk strategy in teaching reading of grade 3 sunflower pupils in order to improve reading comprehension level. To ensure the credibility of employing the intervention, the researchers involved one English teacher of Tubod Central Elementary School. Here are our research questions. This study aimed to determine the effect of picture walk strategy as a tool for reading comprehension. Specifically, the study answered the following. First, what is the pupil's reading comprehension level before and after exposing them to picture walk strategy? Second, is there a significant difference between the pupil's pre-test and post-test results in terms of reading comprehension after exposing them to picture walk strategy? Our scope and limitation. This research was administered in Tubod Central Elementary School to determine the effect of using the picture walk strategy in classroom instruction, specifically the English achievement of grade 3 pupils of the lessons in third grading period for the school year 2019-2020. Okay, so in our research methodology, okay, the participants, using purposive sampling, the participants of this study were the 36 pupils of grade 3 Sunflower of Tubod Central Elementary School, the Philippine Informal Reading Inventory, the PhilERI, and the grade 3 teachers, discussions of the grade 3 teachers revealed that the grade 3 Sunflower were poor in reading comprehension. Thus, this section was focused in the study to obtain the general finding. Okay, so we also use the teacher-made reading comprehension questionnaire, or the TMRCQ, where consists of 20 questions. This story underwent the FLISH reading test to ensure the appropriateness of the selection to the level of the pupils. This FLISH reading test adapted from the software of Misamis University, and also underwent test validation by the lead master teacher in English. A pilot test was conducted involving 106 pupils from grade 3 Dahlia, Leryu, and Vanda, who were not the actual participants of the study. This also teacher-made reading comprehension questionnaire catered the 4 levels of comprehension, namely literal, interpretative, critical, and application. After the pilot testing, the reliability of the instrument was computed using the QR20, and the test yielded to the convex alpha of 725, and the story yielded the reading index of 2.8. The results indicated that the story was appropriate for the participants. More so, pupil scores and TMRCQ was interpreted as follows: 8 to 10, very satisfactory; 6 to 7.9, satisfactory; 4 to 5.9, fair; 2 to 3.9, poor; 0 to 1.9, very poor. A letter then was sent to the office of the principal seeking for an endorsement to the division superintendent to administer the instrument of the study and make use of the important research activities like tallying of the participants, organization of data, analysis, and interpretation. The teacher concerned as the process owner was oriented in the concepts and processes in carrying out the picture walk strategy for pilot testing using the teacher-made reading comprehension questionnaire in English. After the research instruments were subjected and validated, the picture walk strategy was then employed in classroom instruction, and the reading comprehension test was administered to target participants. The teacher personally administered the research instruments for grade 3 Sunflower pupils. The participants were given 1 hour to finish answering the test. The data gathered were tallied and interpreted in accordance with the purpose of the study. On the case of the picture walk, teacher as the process owner let the pupils preview and explain the images. After that, activated prior knowledge based from the picture seen and made predictions of the images seen in the picture, and last, presented the whole text in every page of the book. To monitor the use of picture walk in the classroom instruction, a series of instructional supervision were conducted by the principal and assistant principal, make use of observation sheet and COT form. And this, the entire data gathering procedure was done within 2 weeks, from August 28, 2019 until September 10, 2019. The researchers employed a quasi-experimental one-group pretest post-test design to determine the effect of using picture walk strategy to the pupils' achievement in English. The data gathered was analyzed using the statistical package for science, the SPSS version 20.0. And the following treatment were used in gathering data. We have the standard deviation and arithmetic mean. These were employed in finding out picture walk strategy used by the teachers and in determining the level of participants' reading comprehension skills. The overall performance of the study was computed using this arithmetic mean. This was done by adding the scores of the pupils in a particular group divided by the sum of the total number of pupils that comprise the group. And the paired t-test, this statistical tool was used to determine the significant difference between pre-test and post-test results of pupils' reading comprehension skills. Okay, so the 10 principles on ethical considerations of Brian Bell, 2007, were complied with within this study. The research participants were not subjected to harm anyways. Respect for the dignity of research participants was prioritized and solicited voluntary participation of the participants and that they can withdraw anytime, and confidentiality of data was maintained and observed throughout the study. Informed consent of the participants and parents were taken to for direct observation prior to the study. And participants were briefed of the study objectives and given freedom to answer the questions presented. Any type of communication in relation to research was done with honesty and transparency. And any type of misleading information as well as representation of primary data findings in a biased way was avoided. That's all. At this time, I'll give you for the result and discussion of our study, Ma'am Gihart Vicoy.
Results and discussion. Problem number 1. What is the pupil's reading comprehension level before and after exposing them to picture walk strategy? Table 1 shows the result of picture walk strategy used by the teachers in the classroom before and after exposing pupils to picture walk strategy. The weighted mean obtained was 4.67, described as fair, with a standard deviation of 1.77 in pretest. This means that traditional classroom instruction used by the teachers was undesirable level. However, in post-test, the weighted mean obtained was 7.64, described as satisfactory, with a standard deviation of 1.38. Moreover, picture walk reading strategy is needed to reach the maximum level, which is very satisfactory one, to make pupils become effective and joyful users of literacy, from Fontas and Pinel of 2012. As such, a strong foundation in reading at the early childhood level can promote success in the rest of the schooling and beyond. This is especially true for children of poverty, reading abilities, and strong education that provide students with opportunities to break the poverty cycle from our letter of 2015. Problem number 2. Is there a significant difference between the pupils' pre-test and post-test results in terms of reading comprehension after exposing them to picture walk strategy? Table 2 reflects the significant difference between the pre-test and post-test results in terms of reading comprehension after exposing pupils to picture walk strategy. The data indicated that picture walk strategy had significant difference between pre-test and post-test results as indicated in P minus value is equal to 0.0. The results mean that picture walk strategy done by the teacher influenced the pupils' reading comprehension skills. Hence, the common aim of teachers giving pupils with varied reading strategies is to make children become exposed to reading materials and learn to read. True, in this study, it is revealed that picture walk strategy helped pupils understand the reading selections. There is a guarantee that the pupils can get the meanings of what they are supposed to be reading. Teachers should use strategies that involves inferring, getting meaning, and drawing conclusions from CARA of 2015. Thus, the teacher's role in the classroom instruction significantly affects on the pupil's achievement from Marantina of 2015. Since reading comprehension is relevant for further learning, it is important that classroom teachers expose pupils with strategies that make them think logically, as this may help them in other areas of their education. Result of this study showed that picture walk is an effective strategy in enhancing the pupils' reading comprehension skills in English subject over traditional classroom instruction. Pupils were able to see pictures that captured their interest to learn. They were motivated to listen, give predictions, insights, and prior knowledge based on the pictures presented in each scene of the story. In fact, pupils who really enjoyed and appreciated the materials used in every flip of the details. Everybody participated in the group activity and correctly answered the given questions. This is because exposure to open-ended questions and higher order thinking skills should be integrated to classroom instruction so that pupils can think more deeply about the meaning of the pictures or text and share ideas with one another that help build their learning ability. From Gallagher of 2015. Applying picture walk in classroom discussion is an effective strategy because pupils activate prior knowledge, self-monitor comprehension, foster visualization, and support access and understanding to the text from Ray B. of 2018. Research revealed that if picture walk employed in storytelling by reading of books, defining words, discussing and asking questions about the words, allowed children to hear and use new vocabulary throughout the day, leading to the development of reading comprehension from Snell, Hinman, and Wasek of 2015. The effectiveness of picture walk strategy in classroom instruction in enhancing pupils' performance in English in this study is supported with the result of the previous studies. In fact, several studies suggested that frequent use of picture walk in the classroom is not only important for pupils' achievement, but also related to the relevant relationship between approaches to learning and reading comprehension from Moso, Gillette, Barofsky, and List of 2015. The continuation of the discussion and recommendation will be presented by Ma'am Carolina Mejares.
Bosser et al. 2015 also stated that pupils' academic achievement was positively attributed to strategies used by teachers in daily classroom instruction in order to integrate dialogue about learning goals. Furthermore, studies reveal that picture walk strategy is significantly valuable contribution to the development of independent learning skills and the ability to absorb knowledge and to foster the pupils to increase their lively sense of achievement. Cunningham and O'Neill Daniel 2015. Hence, this picture walk strategy contributed a lot for the improvement of reading comprehension skills and increased achievement in English in this study. Recommendations. Based on the findings and conclusions of the study, it is recommended that, number one, academic heads give training on picture walk strategy to classroom teachers and urge to use such to develop the reading comprehension skills of grade level pupils and their English lessons. Number two, after the training, monitoring should be done to determine the effectiveness of the strategy adopted by the teachers and identify its effect in varied local settings. Number three, classroom teachers may engage their pupils in high order thinking skills through the use of well-formulated questions so that the pupils become exposed to answering questions. And number four, future researchers may determine specific reading strategies that are effective for grade school learners. Thank you for listening. I hope you learn a lot from our research presentation. God bless us all.